It's like a cool ladybug that's like gold and black. Like the colors and really cool lines. It's very like ancient looking. Never seen one like that before.
I like it.
Texas provides the gifts of the universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just want to take a moment to find your breath, just feeling your heartbeat, letting go of the past, the future, coming into the present moment. Grounding your energy, feeling your root connect to the core of the earth, feeling your feet connect to the earth. Just connecting to all that is. Just giving gratitude for all of life and nature, the birds, the bees, the trees, the clouds, the sky, the space, this land, our sacred water. And just tuning in with your own heart's calling, your own soul purpose. Tuning in with your visions. Just activating this personal and planetary prosperity. Just calling in all the resources, all the tools and the teams and the architects, and the connectors and the makers and the shakers to unite. And just drawing in this vision of this new earth, just visualizing and feeling this water within your body, all the cells in your body, connecting with this water of the lakes and the streams, just sending out this frequency of healing energy, just this forms of crystals, crystallizing all this water to its pure form, cleaning, cleansing, regenerating all the water on planet Earth, all the systems, the ecosystems, all the animals thriving, the ecosystems thriving, all the plants and animals of the Amazon rainforest thriving, the jaguars, the insects, the monkeys, the birds, from the Amazon to the Congo to Sumatra, and all the indigenous people protected, sharing their wisdom, their knowledge, all the eco-villages thriving with food forests, food sovereignty, food for all beings. And just the freedom to express ourselves, our true essence, our true soul's essence, just unlocking this liberation, unlocking the keys and the codes to our soul signature frequencies and the vibrations, unlocking true abundance, true prosperity, true free energy. Just letting go of all these distractions from the old, and shifting into our completely entire new light bodies with all of our new cells, activating our light bodies and sending this light out from our hearts to the entire planet, to the universe. Just grateful for the space and welcoming in new insights, new inspiration, new curiosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aho. Namaste.
Aho. Namaste.
So we're here, enjoying this amazing, wow, look at all the birds that we manifested.
A beautiful blue sky.
Yeah. And like green
Luscious
trees.
green.
We're here at Indras Awarehouse in Austin, Texas, with Randi, space holder, the magic maker of this space that's weaving and uniting so many people together. And yeah, you want to share a bit about what you see of your vision, this cosmic vision?
Mm-hmm. Yes, with love, honor, and respect. I'm so grateful to be with you, Glo, and to have this conversation and to reflect on this time for our community, which is a few days after the eclipse. And I've been so happy to welcome like hundreds of new people to Indras who are traveling to share that celebration together. And the times that we are in necessitate our connection and our sharing our stories and are really listening to each other so that we can assist each other with what we're able to do, because I really feel that many of us are able to hold so much and offer a lot of resource to everyone. And I think the mission of Indras as a community space is to alight the creator within every person and to teach every person that we all have these divine rights, that we're just one big cosmic family. No matter where we are on the planet, there is an instinct that we're home, that Mama Earth knows that we're here, that she birthed us here, we belong here. And with love and honor and respect for her and for each other and for ourselves, we can create a beautiful heaven on earth atmosphere. And that which we can see in everyone's eyes, we can see the vision and the longing and the stories that we are all manifesting as a people together, that we are choosing to have reverence for life, and that we are choosing to be forgiving, to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and know that as we are all beautiful divine beings, we also make mistakes, and we also are within our own paths and our own soul stories. We're learning and growing and doing the best we can, and even so we can do better because our visions and our imaginations are so good. And if anything, I've witnessed the reality that we do share a collective vision. Like the people that come here can reverberate almost the same intention over and over and over again. That our base offering desires are to have conscious communication, that we have healthy food and water, and that we can teach each other how to create these resources and cherish them and preserve them and clean them up if they're in needy cleaning, like actually taking responsibility, because when you see the need, it's as if we are responsible for it. I mean, we're the ones that are alive and creating the next generation's opportunities. And so it's important for us to create workshops, education platforms, and experiences where people can be invited, that there's a sense of like healing, there's a sense of a welcoming, and that they're part of a greater human family. Because our intention to have a worldwide energy revolution really does start with your heart. It really does start with just the basic invitation that we can dance together, and like through the dance as a metaphor we learn our trust falls and our individuality and our connectivity, and all of that is an experiment in experiencing like how people can energetically work together, and it informs us in more of our entrepreneurial and business aspects, that we can trust each other, that we can learn that various different separate subjects actually are needed together to complete these more grandiose, big change ideas. And so this is a space for that. Indras is a space for that. It's called the Awarehouse because you want to share information that benefits our health and our mental health and the health of our societies. So teaching or offering the experience to circle before a dance and circle after a dance, or have a circle when we need to talk about something as a group. These are skills that society at large really could stand to have more of, so that we need less lawyering and less, combative type arguing. Uh, and these are skills that we can teach each other, and that I've seen in Austin develop really, really well, rapidly. Like the authentic relating circles, and then there's called circling circles.
I love what you're sharing about like awakening the creator here. And I think it's like such a powerful place. Like even I bought my domain newearthmedia.org here when I was here last time, like right before I left,
New Earth Media.
.org, yeah. And just like being able to have a space that you can always call home, and like creating that belonging. Like that's why I just like started crying a bit, because it's just like something that the whole earth wants, like all of humanity wants to feel belonging. And we have this old programming and this old story of like separation and lack, so and just like fear and the fear of being judged, and the story that we're separate from nature, that we're separate from each other, even though we're all one, like one global family, as you said. So I just feel so grateful to know you, and to know and to have you hold the space, just not just for me but for the entire collective and for humanity, because it's like so powerful to like not you don't judge people, and it's like you're real, and like there's so many fucking like fake people that are like these gurus that are like not doing a service, and like you're so real and true, and you help people that like actually are geniuses, that actually have keys and codes to create free energy on this planet and to actually make shifts. And it's so beautiful what you're doing. So I'm really grateful to be here.
The feeling is mutual, because oftentimes to be a little different, it may be automatically to be labeled as just misunderstood, and they're a little off. And I find that time and time again, because of my upbringing, I had the blessing to live at several different camps for kids with handicaps and learning differences. And there are actual real faces in my memory bank of people who have suffered a great deal of trauma, but who rise above it, and who get knocked down and then they get back up. They get knocked down and they get back up, and they have a compassion within themselves that it cannot be compared to someone who has not suffered traumas, because the level of suffering necessitates that one learns that the world has to be kinder than what they have experienced.
Yeah. And when you go into that and you can feel someone else's path, or even if your own journey has been super challenging, then you have this compassion for others. And like I think that like this is why even in my own life I had to go through so much darkness, because I couldn't see the difference, like going into the darkness and the fear and the corruption and the violence and all these things that are like currently at play on this planet, you know, extraction of all of our resources, like the grief of seeing our planet be decimated, all the animals, just everything. There's so much to hold space and grieve over. It's like when you can become actually aware of, you know, what these things are, it allows you to shift because you're like, wow, this is not what I want. I don't want to continue writing that story, right? It's like, I cannot continue writing that story. There's no way. I have to go as far as I can to the light and inspire myself so that I can inspire others to look at the positives, even if it's like we're, you know, throwing billions and billions and billions of tons of oil and plastic into the ocean. Like, I have to look at this. I have to go to the solutions. I have to show, you know, the projects and the people that are doing the things, that are embodying the new earth, that are embodying this new consciousness and this new frequency, no matter what, because I think I have to do it for even just for myself, because it's like I don't see any other option. Like, there is really no other option. It's like die or be reborn, you know, into like this greater awareness of what we are as creators and stepping into that empowerment and like into what we can become, and like letting go of the fear of judgment and the fear of old programming, because we're like 90% of our thoughts are recycled, so we're always like thinking the same things, but like then we like snap out of it one day and then we wake up. But it's like a consistent journey of like continuing to progress and like find that progression and discover our soul's true purpose, and like continue to, it's like a never ending story of like just being able to like express and expand our souls, you know.
I love that, the never-ending story. Yeah, the great metaphor that speaks to a lot of us. You know, we experience the nothing as perhaps negative AI forces coming to usurp humanity's value by extracting with the algorithmic needs. But the story of the warrior accessing his memory of the divine feminine, his mother, and his own divine masculine, in doing what is right, and choosing his own journey by reading and getting knowledge in the book of the never-ending story is such a great story. And we replayed that movie with life-size characters here at Indras, just to really embody it and allow it to inform us once again. And the joy of getting to do things like that in this space is absolutely fun and fantastic. And it's also just so valuable to the community at large to just access everybody's talents, to give everyone a new sense of what's possible, because having a place where the information can be shared and, you know, it's comfortable, people feel at home, they feel safe, you know, it is intended to be a safe space where people
and we need that safety in order to feel like tap into our creativity. Like, I feel like that's also unlocking humanity's potential. Is like right now there's so much fear and suffering, so it's just like I know like I can't produce when I'm in a state of fear and suffering. Like, I'm disembodied, so it's like coming back into that embodiment in our own bodies, and also like having safety, like having safe spaces with safe people that are here to hold space, like you know, to in order to tap into that creativity and tap into that realm. You know, it's like when I meet people, when I have people in my life that are like, you know, they're bringing me to the next level. You know, they're holding space. So like, for example, my friend Joe, like he's built New Earth Development, but like everyone since I first met him, like he saw me and he like knew, you know, what I was bringing and what my heart is really trying to bring with this, you know, new media. And so it's just like having people that can hold you to a different accountability to like bring you to the next level, you know, and like letting go of the old, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. So it's like I'm a new person every day. I don't know about you, but like our cells are regenerating all the time. So it's like every day is an opportunity to change and to step into your next version, and to like forget about it. It's like it's that's the human experience, and it's important to feel the anger and the grief and the sadness and the love and the joy and the peace and the bliss and the ecstasy, but with all of it,
Yeah.
and don't let that stop you from living your dreams, from taking action, because it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you don't have any money. It doesn't matter how you. It's like it's all our belief systems.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so much, like you just said, bringing everyone's talents together. Just like if we could start to share, if we can start to collaborate, if we can let go of our egos and to see the value in unity, in collaboration. Everyone can have their own autonomous names. We are individuals of this collective and our individual organizations, but we can share what we're doing. We can share this person's doing this person's doing this. That it's so much more valuable when we can come together in collaboration, and it's more fun too. It's like, why would I want to do this by myself?
Yeah.
So it's like being able to recognize the value in that. And I just see this, I'm, inspired by and seeing this revolution of consciousness of like sharing this value beyond fiat currency and like unlocking our true potential, like having free energy and just, people moving beyond just working for money, and like tapping into their true gifts and skills, as we evolve, into our future selves. It's just like this opportunity to like tap into your intuition, and I feel like as you tap into your intuition more, you receive more gifts that we don't even, that we have so many gifts to discover that we haven't even discovered yet.
Absolutely. We catalyze each other, and we are intending on allowing each other to be at our highest level, like we encourage everyone to be who they want to be, and offer assistance to help them out, whatever that entails. And it works. The silo and the duality of like the phone and the apps and the separation, how we can feel when comparing everybody is very opposite of what's actually happening, of why we're using this technology, like allowing us to be in 4D, like instantly. It really is allowing us to put our message out into the world and to share it with people, and then to gather others who share a like-minded or who are catching on to a newer kind of like higher dimensional level of thinking, where the heart can really lead the way. And I remember so many times when someone is sharing their work here and the whole collective almost like has an aha moment, where it's like, what? That's possible? You're doing what? And then you can see the world in a whole new way, in a way that is, brighter and better than the tools that we had before. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing to receive people here. It's a blessing to be welcoming and to steward that energy, because it's super cathartic for an individual and for the group as a whole. The more we set each other up for success, the more success we feel as a collective.
Amazing. Yeah. So good to be here. If you have one message for the world right now, what would it be?
Oh,
from your heart.
That we have a holographic heart. That the energy, then the love that we send out for ourselves, for our family, and even as a great big bubble around the collective, that it matters, and that our intentions are being multiplied, and that just one little change in one person actually affects the whole. So to really share in just the everyday, take joy in the everyday, to lighten up your surroundings, because it will reflect in the greater. Yeah, it's a ripple. Yeah. Exactly. Indra's net.
It's a ripple. We're amplifying and rippling out as we just hold our one water drop is the entire ocean. So like never underestimate the power that you have as an individual to create a ripple effect on the universe.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Mm.